Welcome to the Rock and Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rock and Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
And we're so glad that you could join us for a little bit of fun. We have been on the road quite a bit. We've been enjoying some live music all over the place with fairs and festivals. Kay's been in Nashville quite a bit. Mm-hmm. I've hit every fair and festival that I possibly can.
I've been seeing your pictures all over social media.
And it has been wonderful. And we're so glad that you wanted to share a little bit of our good timing. And so we're excited to talk about a few of the people, places, and things around Louisiana that we know that you would enjoy too. And we get very fortunate that we get to meet a lot of people that do some really cool things. And so we're going to introduce you to them. We've got some ladies that really kind of bring the good times together. And so we're going to be talking with Rodinia Hart. She is the director of museum, the Louisiana State Museum Division Director over the Capitol Park Museum, as well as 3 other museums around the state outside of the New Orleans area. She's got some incredible programs she's going to talk about. And we're also going to be talking about an expanding business. Faith Miller is the owner of the Emporium Signature Spa that is opening this week in the Electric Depot development in Mid-City. And we're going to be talking with Faith about that. And then we're going to get a little health update and a little more
Absolutely.
fun.
Our folks from Mary Bird, Perkins, we're going to be talking about an event they have coming up this month called Livewell Baton Rouge. You're going to want to find out all about it. And then we're going to find out about a great evening of hope with Krista Scurria, who is representing Cure SMA. You're going to find out what is SMA. They've got a great evening of hope plan. That's a singer-songwriter night. Right up my alley.
That. Our favorite thing.
So folks want to know, all for a good cause. So lots of fun things going on, lots of great things for your health and for great causes too.
Yeah. So, really, we all love live music. We enjoyed a little Dwayne Dupsy last night. We were in an event. It was fun. They were great. So anything Dupsy, anything rockin' Dupsy, anything, it's all fun. But you really do put on some incredible programs, some really wonderful educational programs, but also events at the Capitol Park Museum, one of 4 museums that you are responsible for. So thank you for coming and to share with us some of the things you've got going on. So you've had some really great successes recently. Tell us a couple of those.
So recently, we closed the Negro Motorist Green Book exhibition, and that was a Smithsonian exhibition that came to Baton Rouge, and we were overjoyed that we were able to bring that here. And we followed it with the Yellow Book. And a lot of people don't necessarily know as much about that. It's a short term or just a reference to a book that really held all of the information about the interstate systems. And they look at the way that bifurcating neighborhoods made a real impact on a lot of neighborhoods. And we talk specifically about in Baton Rouge, Old South Baton Rouge. But that exhibition is expanding. The artist,
really?
Yes, the artist, she just finished a 100-day tour photographing places all over the nation. So we're going to be closing that exhibition on the 7th. And we're just so overjoyed that we've been able to have these amazing shows, talking broadly about life and race and the reality of situations, but in a way that's really triumphant, in a way that celebrates the lived experience of those who have had these types of occurrences in their lives.
And also really to bring other levels of understanding for everyone.
Exactly.
Because our lives all intersect each other, but we don't always share the same experiences.
Exactly.
And so another exhibit that I thought it really brought a lot of people together was the Fonville Wine and Black and White photo exhibit.
Goodness.
And so many people who were photographed as young marrieds and couples and just around Louisiana. Their families actually got to see those photos
absolutely
as
in
an
fact,
exhibition.
There was a woman who works for the state, and she came to see the exhibition, and she was like, there's no way. There was no way. And so she came to the opening reception that we had and brought her parents, who were pictured in some of the press
that is crazy.
And, we did a whole campaign, Are You a Fonville Bride? Was your mom? Was your grandmother? And it really was a way that people were able to make this exhibition their own. And I've got some really exciting news. So,
share it.
Okay. So we have a second iteration of the Fonville exhibition. We're calling it From Big Shots to Brides, the Portraits of Fonville Winans. And that reception is going to be May 20th from 5 to 7 over at the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame in Natchitoches.
Okay.
We love to bring in exhibitions that are important and relevant to all of our communities. And so this one was a perfect opportunity because some of the brides were from Natchitoches, some of the politicians, some of the big shots, our local celebrities. So I'm so excited that exhibition is opening very soon. So if you're in Natchitoches, please swing by.
Well, it might be a good time for a little road trip up that way. It's a beautiful city, lots of things to do.
Absolutely.
And so that might be just a date to pick for that road trip, right?
If you are planning a day trip and you're going to possibly stay in one of the beautiful B&Bs there.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I love those places.
They have such great bed and breakfast and
do.
great restaurants.
So
wonderful
good.
little walking city.
Absolutely get a meat pie. I'm telling you. It will change your life.
They are known for that. So
Yes.
just saying.
And they do the Meat Pie Festival in September.
That's right. And our show is actually heard in that area all the way to Hemp Hill, Texas.
Excellent.
So through KWLA 103.1, people are hearing this going, I can't wait till that exhibition opens.
Absolutely.
And when does it open again? The 20th?
The 20th is the reception.
Okay.
And we're going to have it up for a good bit of time. But don't let that, I try not to give closing dates because people wait to the last minute.
Okay.
Or they miss it.
Of course, don't they?
Yes,
I mean, just
my
like
goodness.
most women.
So, no, most everybody.
I guess most everybody, yeah.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
a thing,
Yes, exactly. But I really hope that we get a great turnout for that amazing event. And, Edie White is doing really wonderful things. We have a new employee there who he is, oh goodness, he's so great. His name is Ray Lucas, and we're happy to have him.
So tell everybody where the Edie White Museum is.
So that one is in Thibodaux, right out of Homa. So it's really easy to get to. It's right off the highway. And if you aren't looking for it, you might miss it. So it's a historic house. So Edie White was a Supreme Court justice. He was the first Supreme Court justice from Louisiana. And so his childhood home is now made into a historic site. And
that's
so,
awesome.
yeah. And so we're doing a lot of programming around his life, around the people who impacted that area, the enslaved population. We are also looking at the history of sugar milling and the fact that so the person we just hired, he has written books on the history of sugarcane in that region. And we were just
that's
like,
cool.
oh, you want to work for me? Yeah, come on, please.
Yeah.
So we're so
very
happy to bring
knowledgeable
him
of the
on.
area.
Absolutely.
So
And he's
already
from
without
there.
having to learn anything.
Well, he's from there, and he went to Edie White High School. His dad even, his grandfather flew with Weedell and Williams in Patterson. So he's got a picture from there. I was like, you are just made for this job.
He is, but
Yes.
it's a good thing.
I'm so happy he came on. And, we're really happy to open the doors over in Patterson at the Aviation and Cypress Sawmill Museum because it's just such a unique experience. And it's beautiful, and I don't know if I've ever been able to get that close to biplanes. And you also learn the history of sawmilling. There's a video there. If you miss the video, you need to come back because it's a whole experience. And it's told from a woman's perspective.
Really, a
Yes.
sawmill video or documentary, I suppose. It's more like a documentary.
It's more like a documentary. She's talking about the history of airplane racing. And she was also a racer. And she said that if she won, if her husband won, then she got to use the plane to fly and race in one of the women's competitions, and she won. And she had the record for, I believe, 7 years.
Wow, that's
Yes.
pretty amazing.
Yes.
That's outstanding.
And they usually have a sawmill festival going on there in Patterson. I don't know, with COVID, it kind
they
of went
haven't.
away, and then again,
Yeah.
So a lot of these great little small festivals, they had a hard time with COVID.
Exactly.
Keep it going. They're all
Unfortunately-
volunteer, ran and.
Unfortunately,
and so-
I think that the
But I have been
Sawmill
over there.
Festival is no more.
Oh,
but
bummer,
it is
'cause I've
such
been. It was a great little- it was a great little festival.
Well,
I've been a long
we just
time
did
ago.
the Spring Festival, and we had over 800. When I say 800, I mean 800 kids there for Easter. And there was
Wow.
a big Easter egg hunt. There
It's
was
a huge Easter egg
Oh
hunt.
my goodness, it was gigantic. It was much larger than I was expecting because this
You
was
had to
my
have a lot
first
of
time.
Easter eggs, or there would be disappointed kids, right?
We
I mean, it was
had
kind of like
just enough.
just enough, just enough.
Because we had little treat bags that we gave away.
Yeah.
And I had 7 left at the end of that day.
Wow.
And that was like, oh, let's overbuy. We can use them again next year. But no, we had 7 left. It was amazing, though. But we also have a lot of really great programs coming up at Capitol Park Museum.
And it's a great, cool place to bring your kids in more than one way.
Yes.
And I hate that we only have like a minute left.
Oh.
I know we could talk much longer.
Okay,
Tell
well-
us how people know about the programs. How can people find out about the programs to plan their field trips for next year if they're teachers, families?
Field trips are free.
homeschoolers? Yeah, field trips are free.
Yes, you got to book ahead, but field trips are free. Oh, look us up online, or go to LouisianaStateMuseum.org. But we've got programs going on. Cinco de Mayo, we're going to be talking about that. The Yellow Book closing, May 7th. Zorro, Shadow, May 11th. We also have what's it called? The one that's happening on Friday. That is, Hot Art Cool Nights.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right around the corner.
So we've
It
got
is.
someone who is going to be doing a fundraiser for us, Hayride Scandal, and that whiskey bar. And they have chosen us as a nonprofit that they're going to support. So please come out.
Fabulous.
Yes.
We got to talk more about that. So I think what we need to do is bring a videographer over and do a show at the museum and show people what we're talking about.
Come
Rodinia
on.
Hart, thank you so much. You do
Oh.
such an incredible job.
Thank you.
You bless us.
I am so happy to share the stage with you. You're
Thank
just so
you.
fantastic.
Thank you
It's
so
thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
And we're going to have you come back soon.
Please do.
And we're going to be right back with Faith Miller talking about the expansion of her business, the Emporium Signature Spa on Government Street in the Electric Depot. And we're going to be right back.
There's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your getaway today.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7, clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians, watch interviews with people in our music community, and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser of the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
And you're back with Rocket Right. I am Hurricane Betsy Barnes here with Dr. K. Solar, and we are so glad to welcome an expanding business owner into the Mid-City area, Faith Miller. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, ladies.
On the eve of your new location opening.
Yeah.
I know, deep breath, deep breath.
It's a lot of fun.
But you have been previously and for a number of years, since I think 2006, 2007, the owner of the Massage Emporium downtown.
Yeah, we opened in 2005 down there. I moved back home after Katrina and found that lovely little spot downtown, which I thought downtown is the place to be. Wasn't quite there yet, so we've seen a lot of changes up and down in downtown and love it. Absolutely love it. We loved our little spot, but you know, parking's kind of a big thing in VR. So after the whole COVID thing, we shut down for about 4 months, and we thought when we got back to it, it's time to really do or die, right?
Right.
It's time to really glow up, be all in, and what are we going to do next? Because it was like really scary, you know, your business shut down.
Right. And there weren't the
Yeah.
visitors downtown. There were we were
mandatory.
less people
We
were
had to.
working at home, so they weren't downtown getting any
very
massages.
scary time.
Yeah,
So it's like,
for
if
sure.
we're going to open back up, what are we going to do? It's just time to recreate. So if you were able to channel that into some positivity, it was like, how can we really come back in a big way? So I just started looking around. I loved how Mid-City really gathers their community. I love their art stuff. I love, all my friends are down there anyway, but I loved all the restaurants and things popping up. I just loved how the small businesses interacted with one another. So I just started looking, and we found Electric Depot and started negotiations with DNA Workshop and those guys. Gosh, y'all, I signed a lease over a year ago, so it's taken a minute, with post-COVID construction and all that good stuff. And they helped me, like you would not believe, really create this really cool vision that we have for this one. So, we started out as just massage downtown, and that was fantastic. There was a spa downtown, and during that time they closed, and so everyone was calling us, do you do facials? Do you do this? Do you do waxing? We're like, no, but maybe we should. Yeah. So we started doing that, hence why we changed the name, just to more encompass what we do instead of really pigeonhole into massage. But I started out as a massage therapist, so that's where the love came from.
Yeah. So what all additional services are you offering at the new location?
Ooh, we have so much more coming. But right now, currently, we have a couple estheticians. So we do like facials, waxing, corrective, just all kind of custom correctives. We have, they do the most amazing work in there. Pretty things like lashes and,
But I think the hardest thing for people to do, especially busy people, is to stop and just really breathe and say, what do I need to do? So, we love any kind of massage or spa services.
It's so important.
But you've really kind of done that yourself with this business, because you said, what do I really visualize for the future? What can I do to take me into my next era? Not something just a little bigger, but something much, much broader, but then bring in other creatives, bring in other people that care about the soul work. Because I really believe massage and spa services, not everybody has the gift. Not everybody has the gift.
Truly.
And it's a healing type of energy.
So, when I started out, I did this in California. I was a massage therapist for like almost 10 years. And I worked in the physical therapy realm, so my work was very result oriented. So it's kind of the criteria for the massage therapist in our world, and that's I thought, we do what a lot of people do here. There's a lot of wonderful spas here and places to get massaged, and they're great. They really are. And we do a lot of the same things, but I think what makes us different is the consistency to the quality. We make sure that, we have good service providers, and they are the backbone of our place.
Yes.
They make it. They are why we are who we are. And the results-driven aspect of it is really, our laurels. No pun intended on laurels.
So it's great to have a wonderful ambient setting, to where you feel all relaxed and stuff. But the bottom line is, was your massage good or not? I mean, it truly is.
I always say that at the end of the day.
Because at the end of the day, now you don't want to go to a place where it's a horrible thing and you're getting a massage because you like that feel good. But at the end of the day, it's like, did you get a good massage?
If you got a bad service,
did you walk out and feel like great?
After. And if it wasn't the greatest massage or greatest service, you have a whole different perspective of that place.
And everybody wants something different. Some people like to be chatty. I'm a chatty person, as anybody would say, but
most people would probably hate giving you a massage because you would talk their head off.
I don't want to talk during a massage. I don't want to be really talked to. I want them to say, how much pressure do you want? And that's pretty much it.
I would love to be in a room when Betsy's getting a massage and see if she really didn't talk.
How long did it take her not to
that
talk?
would be pretty crazy.
Well, I'm friendly in the beginning, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name is da-da-da. But then I'm like, I really just need time not to talk because I want it to transform me, transport me to another mindset. I'm coming in. I really joke that I'm really a 6'3" woman, scrunched down, stressed out in a 5'3" package. And so if I got massages every week, I'd be so tall, or at least feel so tall. But that's not the case.
It's a testament to your therapist too. They can hush you up. How much long does it take to hush you up?
If you could get taller, I don't know. I think a lot of people might be jumping in there.
I know.
It's also the reason we wanted to be kind of more in mid-city because it's more of a neighborhood. So when I came from California, I worked in a place where this one particular franchise that I worked in, it's called the Massage Place. They were everywhere within a 2 or 3 mile radius. He had 4 or 5, and people would just walk to them.
Well, there's a holistic attitude about health and wellness there that we don't always
more of a lifestyle.
have. Yes,
that's what I want to create. I want to be your little neighborhood one-stop shop where you feel great, you look great. Grab some coffee next door or bite to eat or shop at the local boutique. It fit us. It fit the spirit of us.
But one of the things that you did that was very different, I think, is you had a local artist and photographer.
Yes.
And I want you to share that story because the space you're in was built in the 30s.
I know.
And it was providing light and electricity to Baton Rouge when Baton Rouge was much smaller. And then that renovation for Red Stick Social and for the whole development is incredible. And we've had Robert May on, we've had Jay Hover on several times.
Their vision has just been really cool.
It really
I love
is.
it.
But you wanted to capture
for sure.
the history of that space and then give it your own touch and eclectic.
We walked in. Kimberly Meadowlark is a family friend of ours, and she's a local artist, and she's incredible. She and Amy Dighton from Clover Creative Agency, I just thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it big. Let me get someone to help me. And so we did a walkthrough, and it was just a shell. There was absolutely nothing in there. And they had started a little bit of the framework when I got them in there, and they put frames over this wall, and I was like, oh, no, they need to take that down. And the builder was like, why do you want that wall? And I'm like, because look at all the layers of paint, the textures. I mean, I know it's kind of flaky, but look, there's a big green, almost looks like a heart in the middle. Let's keep that. I want to keep the funky, old vibe of it. I want the historic energy of it. Keep the rafters, but we'll make it pretty. Don't worry. Take that frame down. We're keeping that. And Kim's like, we should do an art piece there. I'm like, yeah, we should. Please. So I called her up and I was like, all right, it's time to meadowlark this thing. So it's pretty fun watching her work. It's beauty in action for sure. And oh wow, you walk in the lobby and there it is. And then we had this wonderful lady, Sheree Hand, working with us too. She's a decorator. She actually did Hayride Scandal. I heard you guys just mention that. Well, she helped us transform the rest of the space. So you guys just have to come see it. It's really
And
fun.
where are you located in the space? I know
It's a
the
tricky-
vicinity of the coffee shop, and it's a little bit on the
It's
backside
tricky,
of
right?
Red Stick Social.
Yeah.
So where do you go?
So the two big main buildings of Electric Depot are the two red buildings. They're kind of in the fence. They flank with the tracks, which is the big parking lot, and then a little side driveway, which you can enter into city routes that way.
Yes.
And there's a standalone building right there. It's a white standalone building, and then also flanks another driveway to our parking. So we are in Electric Depot, the complex, but we're kind of on the outside. We sit closer up to Government Street. We almost look like
Okay.
a standalone building. It is white with black windows, whereas they have the red bricks. So we're
You can stand out. People can find you.
That's right.
Kinda. We got to work on that. We're working on signage now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You could maybe do a mural outside.
Look,
it would
we've
just
got
would
another
fit.
artist, Mark Fresh, working on some stuff with us too. So hopefully, he'll give us a little more visibility. And they are going to work with him, I think, at the Electric Depot. So they've got so much fun stuff going on.
They
And that's what I
do.
liked about them too. They bring everyone in to get together and create together. I don't know. I just liked their vision from the start. They've been really great to work with.
Well, it's kind of like people coming together and go, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be investing in this together.
Yeah.
What should we do? And everybody's agreeable
It has
to what
been the best
everybody else
experience.
wants to bring. It truly
Yeah.
is art unto itself with the architecture and then with the community that's being built there. I really,
has been fun.
We love when we go. I mean, I go fairly often.
She
over there.
does.
You do?
She's
I
a
do.
goer.
And
She's
I
a
think
goer.
it
I'm a
is so
goer.
fun.
I'm a goer, but it's on the highways lately. So
Bands, coffee, retail.
I
and
know.
I'm a-
Well, we
yeah.
have really
Music,
less than a minute left, so I want you to tell people what the website is and what are your hours of operation right now.
Sure.
When can they find you?
We are just changing this website over probably this week. It's going to be the emporiumbr.com. So formerly known as the Massage Emporium. We were massageemporium.net, no more, the emporiumbr.com. We are going to be having our open house tomorrow from 4 to 8. We'll do a little ribbon cutting before, have some fun. And you guys know all these local bands. Maybe I can get someone to come play some music for us outside.
Okay.
So, I'll get with you on that.
I
in a
think we
second,
know a
but-
few. Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm happy to share it with everyone.
Yes.
Well,
Awesome.
we're so glad that you came to share this with us, and
Thanks
we're
for
going to have to
having
come
me on.
try out the services
Well,
because
I can work something out
yeah,
for sure.
we are happy for you though. We love to see
fun.
women-owned businesses thrive and succeed, and we want to help you every way we can. So
Thank you.
So thank you so
Thank you,
much for
guys.
coming. So you need to check this out. You need to go to the Emporium. You need to look up Faith Miller and say your number one more time. Your phone number.
225-387-0060. That's how you get
All
to
right.
us.
Call up, make an appointment. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about a little good health.
Absolutely. Live well, BR. Stay put.
My biggest concern was my family and being able to see me come home every day and know everything is going to be okay. I felt comfortable that I was being treated by some of the best. There were some scary points along the way, but it's just kind of like been a little blip in the road.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
I'm Dr. Kay Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover
Everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright sisters.
Politics,
health,
music and entertainment.
local Lagnet.
Rocket Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser of the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7, clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians, watch interviews with people in our music community, and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Cade Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you're interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Cade Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen and Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
There's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your getaway today.
And you're back with the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes. And this is our medical segment. We're so glad to be talking with Renee Duffin. And you are the Vice President of Cancer Support and Outreach at Marybird Perkins. And y'all have a great event coming up. You've rebranded it. So if you don't recognize the name, it's called Livewell Baton Rouge. And who doesn't want to do that, right?
Exactly right.
I'm going to tell you. So
that's our goal.
Talk about it. What is Livewell Baton Rouge?
Well, for most of you in the Baton Rouge area who are familiar with our program, for 13 years we did Fest for Life. And so we have rebranded our annual signature event for our Prevention on the Go program as Live Well Baton Rouge. We also do a Live Well event in Gonzales, in Covington, and in Houma. So all of our programs like this will now be called Live Well, because that is what we want you to do, to live well.
I like it.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so let's talk about where and when it is. It is coming up this month. One of the things to put on your calendars.
So while everyone has been out enjoying all of the festivals and live music, we encourage you to come out on May 14th. Start your day with us. At 8 o'clock a.m., bring your yoga mat because we will be having a free yoga session called Go Yoga.
Cool.
And then at 9, we will begin our cancer screenings and other screenings. Not only will we be screening for breast, skin, prostate, and colorectal cancers, but we will also be doing biometric screenings that include blood pressure checks, glucose, cholesterol. We're going to have music. We're going to have activities for the kids, so you can bring the entire family. We're going to have our inflatable colon. So you can learn.
Wait. No. Okay.
I knew I'd
you
get you with that
said
one.
inflatable colon.
Yes, ma'am. We will have our inflatable colon.
Okay.
That you can walk inside, and we will show you what a normal colon looks like, what a colon with polyps looks like, what a colon with a malignancy or a cancer looks like.
Okay. Now, so this is going to be a giant blow-up colon.
Yes, ma'am.
That you walk in.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
adults and kids can
Adults
walk in.
and children can walk in.
This is
we
that
really
is
want the adults
crazy.
45 and older to go in.
Yes, because as we know, and we have talked on the show before when we've had some of y'all's expert, that screening guideline, it's no longer 50 peeps. It's not 50.
It's
45.
And if you have a family history, it may be
It
earlier
could even
than
be
that.
earlier. Absolutely.
Yes.
Or if you've
had symptoms.
Or if you've had symptoms, of course, that's not a screening. That would be a diagnostic. Or if you have that family history or you happen to have a colon screening for some other reason, and you could be having to come more frequently.
Exactly.
So you could be hitting
This
all of
is an
those.
out-of-the-box creative idea to educate people of all ages of what is healthy and not, because a lot of people are very uncomfortable talking about colorectal health.
Exactly.
Well, we're talking, I mean, we're like going, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But
Exactly.
how is walking through an inflatable colon going to be? I mean, I don't know. That's about 10,000 words. I'm saying, y'all,
Come on, ladies,
y'all
come
are
check it
out
out.
the box on that.
In addition to that, we're also going to have some healthy cooking demonstrations to show you what you should be putting in your body that flows through your colon.
You know, and I love that because I was always surprised when chatting with people in my office or just, you know, in general now when we're talking about healthy eating, a lot of times they don't know what that is.
Exactly.
I mean, it's true. You know, you think everybody should know what healthy eating is, and most people know that Twinkies are not that.
Well, they know drive-thru's not that.
But being more specific and talking about the
Exactly.
processed foods and the different things, a lot of that is not really, you know, hitting the registers.
It's not hitting
for
the
people.
registers. And also we will have our Cancer Center dietitians will be available as well to answer any questions about healthy eating.
That's great. And also, people tend to think, I love that you're doing cooking demonstrations, because people tend to think that healthy eating means non-tasteful food, because they've
Exactly.
seen pictures of bland chicken breast and, you know, broccoli with nothing on it. But healthy eating can be very good and tasty and
Filled with variety.
Exactly.
absolutely so many good things. So that's gonna be a wonderful asset.
Yes, it is. And we are so excited about all of it, and that this year, Mary Burt Perkins Cancer Center is celebrating the 20th anniversary of our Prevention on the Go program, which is our mobile screening program.
And that's
so
awesome.
we are very, very excited about that. In addition to all of the wonderful things we've talked about so far, we're also going to have free food.
Okay, I was wondering when we were talking about cooking demonstrations, we don't want to just watch it be cooked. So
No, not just the watch cooks in the little small cup to taste, but we're also going to have free food.
That's
And then
amazing.
for those individuals who receive a cancer screening, they can receive a fresh bag of produce to take home with them.
Wow.
To encourage the healthy eating. Exactly.
Absolutely. Because, you know, and we've talked about this on the show so much. When you're looking at cancer screenings and you're looking at prevention, yes, the test to detect early is an important step, but what you do all in
Exactly.
between as far as that healthy eating and the
Lifestyle.
fitness, the lifestyle that reduces your risk
Exactly.
is
And that's
such an
why-
important step.
It is, and that's why our program is called Prevention on the Go. We want to help you not only detect cancers early, but we also want you to prevent cancer if you possibly can. So knowing your family history, knowing what lifestyles and behaviors you need to change
Right.
to lessen your risk for developing certain types of cancers, the greater your outcomes can be in terms of a healthy life.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we're trying to do, because we want you to live well.
Absolutely.
And so we want it to be a full day of fun, as well as getting the necessary health screenings that you need. And then when you're done with us, go on down to the Riverfront Plaza to the Soul Food Festival.
I saw that's
And so
happening.
You can make a full day in downtown Baton Rouge.
And you
so-
don't have to be from Baton Rouge. You can be from outside of Baton Rouge,
Exactly.
live in Gonzales, or
What a good day
anywhere,
for a
and just
day
come
trip to us.
To Baton Rouge.
tripping.
Exactly.
We love a full day outside, and
Yes.
that is wonderful. But not only do you change the eating habits, or could possibly change the eating habits of the adults, but the children see by
Exactly.
example.
Exactly. And that's where
So
you have the
important.
greatest opportunity to change a behavior is with children. And so we'll have activities for the children that's going to include not only fun and games, but also educational tools to teach them about sun safety as well as healthy eating. And so we're going to have door prizes that we're going to be giving away. Someone could win an adult bicycle and helmet. We're also going to have a couple of contests for the kids where they could win a kid's bike and helmet.
I mean, who
And
wouldn't
so-
want to do that?
Exactly.
And it promotes activity.
Exactly.
You
That's
know.
what we're trying to do.
Which
And
is
the best part that I have not said yet is it's all free.
I love that.
At no
Now,
cost.
No cost. You can get your screenings, chance for winning, great prizes, a fun day in downtown Baton Rouge.
Yoga
What more
and
could you ask
food.
for? The other thing I was going to say is, like, you're doing all of these different type of health screenings. Do people need to make an appointment? Do they show up? How's that day going to flow well for somebody who says, I want to be a part of that?
Yes.
So we do encourage you to schedule an appointment if you want a cancer screening. That is very important. We are still adhering to COVID restrictions, so we have to make sure that we can accommodate as many people as possible. So we encourage you to call us at 225-425-8034 to schedule that appointment. And we can get as much information from you in advance so that your visit with us is expedited as much as possible.
Right.
However, if you don't get the opportunity to schedule an appointment, we will try to work as many people in as possible that we can to get them screened.
Now, if you do happen to make an appointment for screening, do you get all of the appropriate screening for, your age and
Yes.
and
Those are
and what you would need, because that's part of the history that you take. If they call, then they'll know what they need to be getting or not.
Correct. We will, as part of the appointment process, we will ask all of the appropriate questions to determine which screenings you're eligible for and you should be getting, and then we will offer all of those to you and schedule you for all of those.
And so
as
you'll have a
possible.
time,
You'll have
so
a time.
you know when you can play and watch the demonstrations versus when you need to show up to
Exactly.
get your screening done.
Exactly. And I want to add that, I said that all of this is free, but it's because of the generosity of this community. And our presenting sponsor for this event is Carnival Crew de Louisiane, which is a local Mardi Gras group that raises funds for the Cancer Center. And they had an outstanding year this year in fundraising. They raised over $400,000 for the Cancer Center.
That's incredible. Thank you to everybody who
we
contributed
really
to that.
appreciate them,
Amazing.
and they have been the presenting sponsor of this event since the inception in 2008. And so we could not do this without their support and other philanthropic organizations and grants to be able to provide this for our community at no cost.
Absolutely. That's a great thing, supporting the
It's changing
community.
people's lives, and it could change people's health history generationally.
Exactly.
And to make this part of your family's spring events, things that you like to do, and all being free and so much fun.
And that's the key. We wanted to try to make it as healthy as possible, but also make it fun, because it takes away that fear of getting a screening. It takes away that fear of seeing the doctor. So come out and have fun with us.
Absolutely. And where will you be in the downtown area?
We will be on Spanish Town Road, right in front of the state capitol. Yoga will start at 8 a.m. on the Capitol lawn, and then all of the screenings will be along Spanish Town Road, right there in front of the state capitol.
I'm going to have to do that.
Sounds good. And if you need more information, marybird.org, correct?
Correct.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
with us,
Thank you.
Renee.
Thank you both.
Duffin.
We
She's
look
a
forward to
fountain of
enjoying it.
information, and we're going to be right back talking with Krista Scurria about Cure SMA. What is that? They've got a great evening of hope coming up, and she's going to tell us all about it. Stay put.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen & Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
Some call it joie de vie, the joy of life. In Louisiana, it's our way of life. From music that shakes up your senses to food that wakes up your palate. That joy vibrates in every note we play and spices up every meal we serve. So come live life to the fullest. Come one, come y'all, come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm Sean Ardway, inviting you to plan your trip at louisianatravel.com.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at old school prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Kay Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you're interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Kay Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
I had a meeting with Dr. Barfield, and it kind of just hit me. It probably is cancer. After the surgery, I wasn't scared anymore. I was looking forward to getting started with chemo. Not one time did I get a nurse in a bad mood. I was here for 5 hours at a time, and I did not dread coming. To get people from around the country to come to Baton Rouge, that says a lot right there. That this place is cutting edge.
With the Rocket Right Show, I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes. Not time to change your name just yet.
I know. Well,
we're not into the season just yet. When you got to pick a new name, Betsy.
That's right. Well, June to September or so, October 1st.
Okay, be thinking. Yeah. All right. So Krista Scurria is with us with Cure SMA, and people like Betsy was like, "What is SMA
what the heck?
mean? Yeah. What do those initials, the abbreviation, stand for?" And so tell us before we get into our talk, because they have a great event coming up. That's an Evening of Hope, and we're going to tell you about that. But first, we want you to know, what is SMA?
So SMA stands for spinal muscular atrophy. It is a genetic disorder. It's recessive, so both parents carry the gene. 1 in 40 people actually carry the gene. It's fairly common carrier status, but it's the leading genetic cause of death in children under the age of 2. The important thing is that there are now 3 treatments on the market. Just within the last 5 years,
right?
Which
they
is
have made
life-changing,
incredible. Due to research,
yes,
they have made a lot of breakthroughs.
Grassroots efforts like what we're doing here have contributed. We've been fundraising here in Louisiana for the past 22 years. We've made a significant bump in that. But the other thing is we have newborn screening now in Louisiana. So every newborn, when they're born now with that little heel stick, they get screened for SMA.
Is that what that test is?
Well, the heel stick tests for a lot of things, but it has not tested for SMA as one of them until this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
those babies that get treated pre-symptomatically are developing normally. They are not exhibiting symptoms.
So how would you, prior to that test, to the heel prick test, how would you know whether a child had this or not?
You would only know if they had a developmental delay or
under 2 years old.
Under 2, or some of them, there's different types. So there's 4 different types. Type 0 typically doesn't survive birth. Type 1, they're very floppy. So that floppy baby is going to be diagnosed very early by their pediatrician or a neurologist. Type 2s, they typically sit, but then they don't walk. So by the time they're supposed to be walking, they're not walking, and the pediatrician and mom and dad are like, okay, something's not right. And then type 3s do walk, but they typically lose that ability.
So this isn't intellectual, this is completely developmental.
Completely developmental.
Okay,
These
very
children
scary.
actually are incredibly bright,
Yes.
and have normal lives. You know, they might do them a little differently in a wheelchair or whatnot, but my 2 kids are actually in college and going through college as they should, is, you know, early 20s, and they are on treatment. So the treatments are good for older people, not just at birth, but if you catch it at right after birth, they're asymptomatic.
Absolutely. So it's one of those things that really, when you think about breakthroughs in medication for an illness, for a genetic disorder, actually, it's been incredible.
Life-changing. We had no family history on either side, so we had no idea. You know, and I know we've had several newborns diagnosed in the state so far, and those families had no idea. You know, so here they are a week later, and they get this phone call like, hey, we had this test come back, and we need you to get to Baton Rouge to see a neurologist and start a treatment immediately. So.
Right. And so now they can start a treatment immediately because of it being in part of the newborn screening.
Yeah.
This is really important for people to understand, because I had never heard of this.
It's life-changing, and let me tell you,
and I hang around a doctor.
Well, Cheryl Harris at the Department of Health and Hospitals, Dr. Sharon Hewitt, our representative, state representative, she spearheaded this effort. So Senator Cassidy has helped our effort. So we've had a lot of people behind us. Dr. Charlotte Holman has been instrumental. So it's taken a village, and it's finally here for all of our families.
So important.
And really, from grassroots efforts in Louisiana, y'all have been really big, but there's chapters all around the country.
Yes, every state, all over the world.
All over the world. And that's Cure SMA, and I think you can find any of them at curesma.org.
Correct. Curesma.org. You can find any of your chapters. They offer family support, lots of packages for newborn families, for individuals with SMA, whether they be young or adults. They have a lot of cool kits that they send out. Newly diagnosed families get a great kit, and then they have a conference every year that's international with the researchers and the physicians and the families. It's one of the only integrated medical conferences there are where the families and the physicians and the researchers all get to mix together.
Important, because it is so hard to navigate and have a lengthy conversation with just about any medical provider, because they're so busy sometimes. But parents, of course, are living it every day, so they need lots of reassurance, lots of information. That's wonderful.
And the great thing is, just like with anything, and we all know, we've all gone to fundraisers for breast cancer, for other cancers, but that's how these fundraising efforts really help the research and bills be passed, and medical medications, and
insurance companies understand the coverages and treatments
all of those types of things
to help
are really spearheaded by these efforts for fundraising in the individual communities. And so you have an event coming up. It's called
have an event, May 13th.
Evening of Hope, May 13th. Y'all put that down. Tell folks about what's going on at the event.
I think this is the best event in Baton Rouge, simply because we do a singer-songwriter night. So
and I love that.
We have CJ Solar and Jacob Seifel coming, and they are going to sing some of their music, tell us the story behind their music, where it came from, who's
recorded that music.
It is seriously the most fun, and you get to sit there and listen to the stories. We have a great meal out at White Oak Gardens, and it's from 6 to 10. It's a Friday night, so everyone hopefully will be home from work and need to let their hair down.
Casual event, though, not very formal.
You can kind of go anywhere. Wear your blue jeans, wear a cocktail dress. Everything goes. Whatever makes you feel pretty. And we'll have a silent auction, and all of the proceeds go to Cure SMA research.
Yes. And I think that's wonderful. And do you know some of the auction items that you've been, because you've been collecting on, because y'all, with COVID, I mean, anybody who doesn't have plans that night, this is a great event. The last time y'all had this was
2019.
Before COVID. And it was amazing. It was downtown. You had some great auction items and such. But this event has had to be rescheduled like 4 times.
It has been.
I think I'm ready for it. It's a wonderful time, and it also means that they haven't been able to do fundraising
Right.
for all of this,
All this
time.
time.
So we really need to like help them out and pack the place, which is, you know, you can do that because it's outdoors.
It's outside, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to
And
be a
they've
great
got
time.
plenty of room.
Plenty of room to spread
So bring
out.
a friend or 10.
Exactly.
Don't
Or
just
10,
bring one or two. Just
right?
bring 10.
That's right.
Might
You
as
could
well
get a
come,
table
why
for
not?
10 bets.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
You
right.
could get a table for 10 people, or you could get individual tickets. Those are still available,
Still
right?
available at curesma.org.
Okay.
And you can go to Get Involved, and there'll be a link that'll take you down to the page where you can buy them online, and come have a good time with us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
and I
to
know
pass a
in the
good
past
time.
y'all have had some amazing auction items
We
that
have some
folks
more.
can pick up. Do you know any top
have-
things off the top of your head?
Yes, we have a trip to Tuscany, a trip to Antigua. We have 4 tickets to Mean Girls at the Sanger for a 2:00 matinee. We have some amazing like little purses and earrings and jewelry, and all of our local businesses have been amazing at supporting us. Our restaurants, Rafino's, Mestizos, you know, Chatterbox, they have all been so amazing
All
and
very
supported
generous.
us. All very generous. Kelly's Laser Aesthetics, like I can go on with the packages they've donated and supported us. La Roche Bleu. So there's a little something for everyone to
Absolutely.
come and
just
bid
in,
on.
Just in case anyone is dying to get a piece of my original art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those things too. So just saying, I've been practicing in my retirement. So
She's fully enjoying retirement.
So the date for that, May 13th, it's a Friday night, so I think Friday the 13th, but it's going to be great food at White Oak Estates and Gardens, great music. Yes, my son is playing it as one of the singer-songwriters, so you can hear those #1 hits and the story behind them. And go to curesma.org. Check it all out. We'll have the link on our Facebook page at Rocket Right Entertainment, so you can check out tickets there. If you get lost on the website, please come join us and let's support a great effort and make up for all these years of not being able to do fundraising.
Exactly.
And we'll put it on our Facebook page on Rocket Right Entertainment.
Yeah.
We'll be glad to share. Who knows, Friday the 13th and the 14th might be your lucky days.
I know. So if you're going to rock it,
Make sure you rock it right. Rocket Right with Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Partners One, Better Barter for Baton Rouge and beyond.
Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts, Advantage Health Solutions with Dr. Boyd Michael Helm, Hightower Dental Concepts with Dr. Leah Larson, City Group Hospitality including City Pork Brasserie and Bar, City Pork Catering, City Slice, City Taco, Rouge Creole, and Beau Soleil.
Talent 360 Consulting with Vicki Little. Jeff Taylor, Realtor and Forester with Whitetail Properties. The 3rd Street Songwriters Festival. Elite Chiropractic with Dr. Ron McMorris. LouisianaIsATrip.com. Take one. Thank you for making our show possible.